Greetings, champions, and welcome to Live with Shatufa. We are at a time that tensions are high in the nation as the war veterans have come out lambasting on Emmerson Mnangagwa, especially for his misrule, the corruption, the dogmatic style of administration, the lack of transparency, disrespect of the people of Zimbabwe, as well as the constitution of Zimbabwe. So it's a level that things are really not as business as usual. And at a time like this, it is a time that Mnangagwa's people are also outbursting out there and throwing stones, shooting guns, which is not going to make things look better. At the same time, more and more exposures and corruption is coming out, and the incompetence of Mnangagwa continues to be the issue at the center of all Zimbabwean people's talk today. Mnangagwa government admits diverting BEAM Students Fund to fund Sadc Summit. You still remember that last year we spoke that there were schools that were now sending away even kids that were on BEAM. And we were asking questions and saying, how could you chase away students for not paying who are under the program of BEAM? Yet BEAM is supposed to be paid by government. So if you are chasing them to go home, you are chasing them to collect the student fees from who? You are supposed to be chasing them to go to Mnangagwa's house. That's what I said last year when we saw this activity happening. And now we are shocked to find that there is an admission by the officials of Mnangagwa's government that indeed they took the money and they used the money for something else that is not education, rather taking it to Sadc. Just imagine that Sadc which took 1.7 billion that they said they used during that time. And we are surprised why education funds will have to go there. And that money did not work anything. So Pindula News reports that the Zimbabwean government diverted millions of US dollars intended for the Basic Education Assistance Model BEAM program to fund preparations for the Sadc Summit August 2024. Just imagine what kind of people these are. Why do we have people like this at the helm of a country? You know, if you cannot prioritize the education of your own people, your own children, at the expense of wanting to impress some politicians who are rogue and dirty, who are also not very honest and transparent. And all the efforts that Mnangagwa tried to do, there was nothing that was impressive, because even those villas that he was thinking he would complete remained like that. Other roads that were supposed to be finished, they remain unfinished. And up to now, that's what it is. The other projects that were done did not even materialize. And the Sadc so-called leaders did not even come to spend time. Most of them flew back, quickly and immediately after the very important day. Some did not come on day one. They came on the day of the special meeting only and flew back. And all that it just went down the drain. This is the kind of leadership we have in Zimbabwe. This is the kind of administration and government that want to go to 2030. Just look at them. And you ask yourself, out of all these big heads, they have no brains. There is not even one who thinks. That's why these people, they are just idiots. Geza is not wrong to say this is a bunch of fools and they cannot change anything if they cannot prioritize the education of the future of Zimbabwe, because our kids are the future. They were educated because some people who were in government at a certain time prioritized education. We went to school ourselves because there were people that managed education during that time. And look at them today. They don't want to go. They are too old. They are old-fashioned. They now want to destroy the generations that are coming, generations that must pivot Zimbabwe to the next stage of where Zimbabwe is supposed to be going. This is very unfortunate. This is very sad. And this is why, family, we continue to speak and say we need to continue fighting. Zimbabwe must continue to fight. Until victory is certain, Zimbabwe needs new leaders, a new government. Emmerson Mnangagwa and his cabal must fall. And I hope that this time, because of the pressure coming from the war veterans, indeed it's going to happen. They've given him just a few weeks from now, he is going to be biting the dust. Let us hope and pray that it happens that way, because we are tired of talking to people who have sealed their ears with sealing wax. I think it's high time that they must fall. Then Zimbabwe can be given an opportunity to breathe.